All right, back with the video. So this week I did pretty good. So I managed to finish most of my run. So every day I managed to run. This week I managed to run in the morning. So it's I'm not sure if I'm attaching the record. So I got the record from the Xiaomi watch. So I just bought a Xiaomi, so it record down the progress of me running. So yeah, so every day I managed to run over 8 kilometer, and today and yesterday, which is today is Sunday, so Sunday and Friday, Sunday and Saturday, I managed to run 12 km because I have a little bit more time. Yeah, so far it has been great. I feel much better now. I don't feel stressed. You know what I mean? As about for, let's say, muscle gain wise, I think it's more or less the same. I didn't really go into like intensive workout routine. You know, and like every day I just go for a run, 8 kilometer run. After that, I go for a normal routine of pull up and push up. So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the same thing. I didn't do it for Saturday and Sunday because it kind of like it took a little bit too much of my time. But I think maybe I would trying to maintain that because it's like it doesn't take like more than half an hour. You know what I mean? So since you already like have so much time during weekend, you know, because I wake up very early. Every day I wake up at around 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Then I start running at around weekday. I start running at around 7 p.m. Don't ask me why. Yeah, it's the procrastination is just a little bit too much, man. Yeah, so I start usually around 7. Then I reach home at around 8:30. Then I shower. Then I go and work. Which is okay. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's just normal, right? Then weekend is just like I start a little bit later, so I start around 8 p.m. 8 a.m. something, but it still feel fresh. You know what I mean? Like usually I finish everything at before 12. Yeah, so I feel like the day is much longer, and I managed to accomplish a lot of things. Also, beside running and exercising, I also managed to do a lot of Duolingo. So right now I'm learning Chinese and Japanese on Duolingo. So far the progress I think is okay. Like I managed to learn a lot of new words. Practicing speaking with Lily, which I think is not that bad. I think it's it helps me to, you know, it helps me to so-called recap whatever I'm learning. But I think it's I think it's okay. Yeah, it's not so good, but it's not that bad. You know what I mean? So for now I just want to keep the routine keep going. I'm not really focusing on the result itself. So I trust the progress. I trust the process, and the result will speak in, you know, in next month or maybe like even next year. You know what I mean? I want this thing to continue throughout my journey, so I don't want to stop because I feel like the load itself it is manageable. It's not so intense. Like I can keep going every day. Like I feel like next week my plan will be to continue with the 14-kilometer run. It's not 14, it's 12-kilometer run like today. Because I think it's manageable. My body is not so tiring after the run. So I know that my body is more than enough to manage the load. What I worry is just I need to wake up earlier than this, right? Like I managed to wake up earlier, but I need to start running earlier than this. So maybe instead of start running at 7, I need to start running at around 6 a.m., which I think is manageable. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to wake up that early for me. And also I need to continue with Duolingo, which is I already doing. Oh, I just found out that there's another way of using Duolingo, and you can learn 2 languages at the same time, which is by like you choose the language that you want to learn, which is Japanese for me, because Japanese for me is my Japanese level is a lot weaker than my Chinese. I wouldn't say my Chinese level is higher, is very high or anything. It just I feel like I'm okay with reading and speaking and listening to Chinese more than Japanese. So what I do is I make Japanese as my target language, then the app itself. So my main language, instead of putting like English or Vietnamese, right, I just put like Chinese instead. So by doing that, I can learn 2 languages at the same time, which is kind of cool, you know what I mean? Which is kind of good, you know. I'm just doing it. I just started doing it on today, so I'm not sure what is the progress will be. But so far, I think I start to learn quite a few. I start to, you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's my problem with learning 2 languages at the same time is always like, when you like using the app, right, you can have a lot of option to choose. So you can choose to learn Chinese, or you can you can choose to learn English, or you can choose to learn chess, or you can choose to learn Japanese, right? Something like that. But the problem is if you keep switching around, then the progress will be like, it will be like pause for let's say you want to learn Chinese, but then you also want to learn Japanese, then you need to pause learning Chinese while learning Japanese, right? You cannot learn 2 things at the same time. So by doing this, I think it's much, you know, it's allowing me to just do both at the same time, and it's much more encouraging, right? Because what I'm doing now is I'm doing double the effort, right? I need to actually read Chinese to understand, also need to listen to Japanese to, you know, to practice as well. So it's technically just killing 2 birds at the same time, you know, with 1 stone, you know, which is good. Yeah, so far that's the progress for this week. Hopefully next week my plan will be to up running from 7 to 8 km to, you know, 12 km like I did today and yesterday. Keep increasing. Also every day would do push up, pull up. Maybe I will increase the load, because I feel like my body is much stronger now, you know what I mean? So I think I should be able to increase the amount of routine that I can, the amount of set that I can do, right? Yeah, so that will be next week. So see you next week.